Have you ever seen a teacher get arrested? My son's football coach, Coach Hansen, started a special strength training program for varsity players last summer. My son Jaden was thrilled when he made the team as a sophomore, so when Coach offered extra conditioning sessions, I thought it was great. But Jaden started changing in ways that worried me. The first red flag was how fast he bulked up. He gained 20 pounds of muscle in 6 weeks. When I mentioned it seemed unusual, he got defensive and said I didn't understand modern training methods. His appetite doubled, but he was constantly irritable about food. He'd slam cabinets and storm off if we ran out of protein powder. His friend Spencer stopped hanging out at our house entirely after joining the program. I asked Jaden what happened between them, and he just said Spencer was jealous of his gains. But I caught them arguing in the parking lot after practice. Spencer looked scared, not jealous. That same month, another player named Lewis suddenly quit the team with no explanation. Jaden's mood swings got worse. He'd go from laughing to screaming over nothing. Once he punched a hole in his bedroom wall because his sister used his water bottle. During dinner, I noticed severe acne spreading across his back and shoulders. One Thursday, Jaden came home with a bandage on his upper thigh. He claimed he scraped it during practice, but it looked like a puncture wound. I asked to see it and he completely lost it, screaming that I never gave him privacy. My usually sweet son was becoming someone I didn't recognize. That night, I found a small glass vial hidden in his gym bag. The label was torn off, but there was oily liquid inside. I took photos and hid it back where I found it. I called my brother, who used to bodybuild competitively. He told me it looked like an injectable steroid vial and to check for more evidence before confronting anyone. The next day, I volunteered to help with equipment during practice. I watched Coach Hansen pull certain players aside for private meetings in the weight room. Each player who went in came out adjusting their clothes and avoiding eye contact. One kid, Pedro, was limping slightly as he walked back to the field. I started casual conversations with other parents at games. Pedro's mom mentioned her son had terrible mood swings lately. Lewis's dad said Lewis quit after having chest pains during practice. Spencer's mom revealed Spencer was too scared to play anymore, but wouldn't say why. Friday afternoon, I told Jaden I'd pick him up early from conditioning because of a doctor's appointment. I walked into the weight room and found Coach Hansen holding a syringe while 3 players sat on a bench. My son was rolling up his shorts leg. Coach immediately put the syringe in his pocket and said they were just discussing proper injection techniques for diabetics. I grabbed Jaden and left without saying a word. That night, he broke down completely. Coach had been injecting players with steroids since summer. He told them it was just vitamins and protein boosters that would make them stronger. He said college scouts only looked at big players and this was their only chance. If anyone refused or threatened to tell, he'd cut them from the team and ruin their chances at scholarships. The chest pains, mood swings, and acne were all side effects. Jaden was terrified to stop because Coach said quitting suddenly was dangerous. He'd been injecting them twice a week in the weight room after practice. The stronger players got dealer roles, selling to kids from other schools. I marched into the principal's office Monday morning with my evidence. He said they'd investigate, but Coach kept running practices. I waited a week for action. Nothing happened. The principal mentioned the team was having its best season in years. Tuesday, I called every parent of every player on varsity and JV. Turns out 8 other families had similar stories but were afraid to speak up. Some parents actually knew and approved because their sons were getting recruited, but most were horrified when they realized what was happening. We met at my house and compared notes. The pattern was identical across all our sons. The injection sites, the vials, the mood changes, the threats about scholarships. One parent was a nurse who documented the medical dangers our kids were facing. We went to the police station together with our evidence. 2 parents whose sons had agreed to testify came with us. The detective said steroid distribution to minors was a serious federal crime. They'd been investigating Coach Hansen for months, but needed inside witnesses. Friday morning, they arrested him at school during first period. They found thousands of dollars in steroids locked in his office. 12 players tested positive. The season was canceled. 3 kids needed medical supervision to safely stop using. Coach Hansen got 15 years in federal prison. The principal who protected him was fired. Jaden's in therapy learning that real strength doesn't come from a needle.